Welcome to TC 24/7, Bloomington Normal's one and only entertainment show. I'm Stephanie Schroeder.
And I'm Maria Chandler. This episode, we decided to do things a little differently and hit the streets for an all-guy girl episode.
And by all guy girl episode, we mean we selected 3 places that we believe best represent females and best represent males.
And we all know that ladies like to exercise and find new fun ways to do so Kendra has some ideas for us. Kendra?
It's Rec Night ladies style here at Zumba class. Now Zumba is a dance style aerobics class that combines Latin music, a little bit of aerobic dance, and a lot of sexy. Let's check it out. Fast stepping cardio and slow hip swaying resistance training sets Zumba apart from any other fitness class Campus Rec offers. The electric fusion of Latin music and energizing full body moves is a typical workout, but instructors say they're always mixing it up.
Today we did a mixture of salsa, merengue, cumbia, belly dancing, and hip hop. So we did a lot of different things thrown into one.
So after watching the other girls strut their stuff, I decided to give it a shot. I was a little skeptical at first, but after a few minutes, I was working up a good sweat. And outside of burning off that extra morning donut, all that shimmying and shaking made me feel, well, pretty darn sexy. And these feelings are what Zumba is all about.
It just shows you what you can do and that you can be cute and like sexy in a way too, and any girl can do it.
So senoritas, if you're looking for a way to stay in shape and get comfortable with your body, make sure you check out Zumba. For TC 24/7, I'm Kendra Yago.
Thanks, Kendra. It looked like those ladies were really having some fun while working on their fitness.
Definitely. But right now, let's check in with Lauren Graham, who's around town asking women how they love to spend their time with their closest girlfriends.
My first question will be, what are your favorite things to do with your guy or girlfriends?
I'd have to say Elroy's. It's a local bar down in Bloomington. I like to hang out at my friend's house. It's a good time.
I like to go shopping with them and to go out to eat and stuff like that.
Play frisbee here on the quad. Play games otherwise, football, baseball, whatever else,
Just hang out, like watch TV, really.
Probably just like hang out on the weekends, anything but schoolwork pretty much, like play catch, whatever.
Providing up-to-date highlights, and this guy over here has a Redbird rundown, so stay tuned. This is the lineup. Professional insight. Well, that's going to do it for our fantasy update. Stay tuned. This is the lineup. And in-depth interviews on all national, collegiate, and high school sports. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30 and 4:30. This is the lineup.
You are not always the majority. Inside, we are all the same. All races are equally excellent.
We are all human.
I value equality. Let's stop racism, because you're my friend.
Stop discrimination, because I'm your friend.
No racism. Stop racism.
We're all the same, so please stop discrimination, stop racism.
Hey, Andre!
Don't forget, feed the leader. The snow is...
As temperatures drop, the roads are getting icier.
As the harsh weather continues to increase here.
While the rest of Illinois State slept in this morning, workers have been busy clearing snow.
Welcome to TC 24/7. Right now we're in downtown Bloomington grabbing a cup of joe at the Coffee Hound.
Because we all know that girls love to catch up over coffee dates.
And another thing they love to do is shop. And also in downtown Bloomington, there's plenty of unique boutiques that you can check out, including Penelope's and Evian.
And if you need somewhere to go after you get the perfect outfit, how about some wine tasting? I checked out a local spot.
Hey guys, it's Maria. We're here at A. Renee in downtown Bloomington. It's a wine gallery and gift shop. So if you're looking for an outfit with your girlfriends or a night out of wine tasting, this might be a place you want to check out.
So what exactly is A Renee?
An emphasis on entertaining essentials, so anything you would need to have a party or take to a party, including, artisan wines and gourmet foods and chocolates and hostess gifts, a little of everything, and then we do feature a lot of custom gift design baskets for gifts too.
And what about some quality girl time?
We do private parties here, so girlfriends for birthdays or things of that nature.
And if big parties aren't what you were looking for, there is open wine tasting every Saturday at A Renee and something special on the first Friday of every month.
We have what's called First Fridays in downtown, and that is every first Friday of the month between 5 and 8 p.m. And all of the businesses stay open, and it just gives people a good way to discover and meander about downtown. Those are really fun.
One of the unique things about A Renee is how they cater to each and every one of their customers. From the big things like the entertainment essentials to the littlest details like putting descriptors on every one of their wine bottles and offering what food they think it would go best with.
I would sell this day in and day out. It's called Stella Rosa. It is a surefire hit. I always bet people $5 that they'll be back for more the next time. It is a blend of Moscato d'Asti, which a lot of people know of, especially because of Biaggi's around here, and it is blended with another grape called Brochetto. So it's Italian. It still has that fizz, that little bit of effervescence to it. It's sweet, but it's not a cloying sweet, and it has a little bit of strawberry nuance to it, and it's our best-selling wine. Everybody loves it.
There are plenty of options at A Renee, from the classics to something that most may not have ever heard of. But keeping things interesting is what makes A Renee stand out. For TC 24/7, I'm Maria Chandler.
So Maria, red or white?
Definitely white, and if we're gonna get specific, I really like Riesling. I was thinking one of my favorite things to do with my girlfriends is go to the movies.
Hey, I'm all about a good chick flick. And speaking of chick flicks, let's check in with Katie Schutzkis, who's at the movies.
Hello again, movie lovers. I'm Katie Schutzkis, here to give you an update of this week's premiering movies. Although this week's abundance of new releases leaves something to be desired, several of these picks are sure to bring in the laughs. Coming out today is Fired Up, starring Nicholas D'Agosto, Eric Christian Olsen, and Sarah Raymer. Here is a film about two high school football stars who join a girls' cheerleading team to avoid the tortures of football camp. However, things go awry when one of the guys falls in love with the head cheerleader, who can see right through their scheme. Next, we have Tyler Perry's Madea Goes to Jail. This long-awaited film features Madea, played by Tyler Perry, as she lands herself in jail, where she ends up making friends and comes together with her family. This flick is also coming out the 20th. Finally, we have Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, coming out next Friday, February 27th. Kristen Crook, Michael Clark Duncan, and Neil McDonough come together to give us a movie about the ultimate battle of good versus evil in Bangkok. Fans of the 80s video game Street Fighter will be delighted by this film's true-to-the-legend characters. Well, there you have it. Enjoy your weekend. Again, I'm Katie Schutzkis, and I'll see you at the movies.
This is TV10 Sports. ISU men's basketball began conference play undefeated at home against Creighton. Senior forward Champer Gucci, with a career-high 29 points against Drake, was named the Valley Newcomer of the Week. The Birds host rival Southern Saturday. Tip-off at 4:05. TV10 Sports, weekdays at 12 and 5.
I'm Robert Wadlow, the tallest man in the world. I'm tall, and more importantly, I'm a man, which gives me credibility.
I'm Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States of America. I'm serious, because I'm a man.
Watch the Baby Makers.
Watch the Baby Makers, because I'm a president.
Watch the Baby Makers. They're women, but they're funny.
Thanks
Thanks for sticking with TC 24/7. We're here at Fat Jack's, another popular place in downtown Bloomington.
And Maria, it's actually a great place to hit the dance floor with your closest girlfriends.
But before a night out on the town, you might want to get all dolled up.
And by dolled up, we mean your hair and your nails. I actually stopped by a place just up the street from here where you can get both done. Let's take a look. Whether you're looking to spend an afternoon with your girlfriends or just looking for a little bit of me time, every woman loves to relax and be pampered. One salon in town is helping women achieve just that. The salon is called Glitterati, and they have been in downtown Bloomington for 7 years. And from hair to nails to facial treatments, they offer just about everything.
We try to be progressive, we keep up on education, we go to specialized classes for the owners and the stylists, so they're up on progressive looks, trends, but we still try to be eclectic and tailor those looks to each individual guest.
And they tailor those looks to each individual guest by sitting down with them one-on-one. They take their time to discuss the look the client wants and how they can achieve it together.
But once we achieve that goal for you, we're going to help you recreate it. We're going to make sure you have the tools and the products to feel great and to recreate that style that we've given.
And to do so on your own, they carry numerous hair products to help you hold that new hairstyle look and feel. One product new to the shelves of Glitterati are the all-natural organic hair products.
They are petrochemical free and they don't make a hairspray, so they're just very easy on the hair. I would say they're a really nutritious product. They're gonna help with keeping your hair healthy, saving the integrity of the hair.
Helping you keep your hair as healthy as possible is just another way they incorporate their name, meaning the beautiful people, into their services. Another way they strive to best serve their Bloomington Normal and college clientele is by keeping up with current trends.
A lot of movement in hair with special occasion hair. It moves, it's very swept, it's very subtle, and it looks like you haven't tried. It's not very sprayed. The bob is always in, different versions of that. The classic version, there's a modern version which kind of comes up in the back.
So while Glitterati not only keeps up on education and trends to help you achieve the perfect hairstyle, they also want you to be relaxed while doing so. When you step into Glitterati, you're surrounded by earth tones. This makes relaxation easy to achieve. Then soak in this eclectic and artsy environment in a salon chair while getting a new cut and color. Or try the nail station where you can get a mani and pedi. And after your services, don't forget to check out their unique jewelry and handbags.
We would love to serve all the guests in the community, and we would love to welcome anybody to come here.
From hair to nails to a bit of light shopping, Glitterati has just about everything that would put a smile on a woman's face and allow for a relaxing afternoon. For TC 24/7, I'm Stephanie Schroeder. If you want more information on Glitterati, you can check out their website at glitteratihairstudio.com.
And let's check in with Lauren one more time. Lauren?
Locally, there's plenty to do. So, what is your favorite local hangout with them?
Picnics. I like picnics.
Well, there's File Shots.
Apartments, fast food restaurants, Red Lobster. I'm gonna say Envy Bar, Downtown Normal, or my fraternity house.
We like to just relax in the sun a lot, sometimes the beach and stuff if the weather's nice.
Freeze! What's with the attitude?
Are you tired of not laughing?
Al Bowman.
You mean Will Smith and Men in Black?
Just because the
Then tune in every Wednesday at 12:30 and 4:30 to watch The Normal Life and The Baby Makers.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey man, where you at?
Oh, I'm on that trip in the Bahamas. What's going on back home?
We're doing the same old things.
That sounds really lame. They need me for volleyball though, so I'm out. It's a big world out there. Think outside the box and try something new.
She was lucky. She wasn't born premature, but 1 out of every 8 children are. Some premature children go on to live completely healthy lives, but others face lengthy hospital stays, various illnesses, and even death. The March of Dimes is a volunteer health agency that promotes the health of children by funding research, and education programs that try to prevent premature birth and infant mortality. For more information, visit the March of Dimes website.
Breaking news right now.
TV 10 was first with the news.
What started as a status hearing has now turned into charges being dropped for Alan Beeman.
And first with the live reaction.
I guess I'm a bit stunned still.
Covering the case on your campus, through the courts, for more than 15 years.
Now, what's next for you, Alan?
I'm gonna figure that out.
Your campus, your community, your life. TV 10 News.
Well, I think we just about covered everything for the ladies, from a dance class to wine tasting to a salon.
Well, let's see what the guys have to offer for us as they pick their top 3 places to represent the males. Dan and Chip.
Welcome back to TC 24/7, Bloomington Normal's one and only entertainment show. You may have noticed, but I'm not Maria Chandler.
And I'm not Stephanie Schroeder. The girls of TC have had their time, but now it's the guys' turn.
That's right, we're here at Pub 2 in Uptown Normal, exploring some of the more manly activities in the Twin Cities.
And as the weather gets nicer, spending time outdoors becomes more and more enjoyable.
And you know, one activity that's abundant in our area is a great sport of golf. Let me give you a quick tour of all the green that the Twin Cities has to offer. We begin our little tour at Ironwood in Northern Normal, just on the other side of 55. This course features a driving range, a putting green, and of course, an 18-hole par 72 championship layout. If you're looking for an open golf course with plenty of room for mistakes, this may be the course for you. With each course that we go to, I'm going to show you what you'll see at your first tee. This is hole number 1 at Ironwood. Next to the Illinois State campus, you'll find the recently named D.A. Wybring Golf Club. This 18-hole par 71 course is home to Redbird Golf and open to the public. With few water hazards and lush greenery, this is the perfect course for someone a bit above beginner status. Every year, the course's administration implements a new improvement project, and it shows. Here's the beautiful first tee if you choose this course for the day. Switching over to the south side of town, Bloomington boasts a number of public golf courses, including the 72-par Highland Park Golf Course. As seen in this aerial photograph, this course is tucked within the surrounding city. With some of the lowest rates in town, this is a great course for a quick play. But be careful, with its design, one slice will put you on the fairway of another hole. And once again, here's a taste of what you'll see at the start of your game. Last and certainly not least is Prairie Vista Golf Course. Another green ran by the city, this Bloomington 72-par course is home to some of the most beautiful rolling hills and waterways around town. Need to get your swing back? Head on over to their secluded driving range. This 18-hole is no beginner course, as one overpowered shot can land you in one of the many water hazards or rolling down a hill. A great challenge for the experienced player. Interested? Well, here's that first hole. Can't even see the pin. That's 4 of the many courses around the Twin Cities. For TC 24/7, I'm Chip Brewster.
Now every guy knows how relaxing it is to hang out for a couple hours and just stay in. 2 words usually come to mind: video games. And Chip, I hear you're really into World of Warcraft.
I wouldn't say I'm really into it. I dabble, you know. I got the Burning Crusade expansion, level 70 Paladin, epic mount, some epic gear, you know. A little bit there.
Well, I really have no idea what any of that means, but if you have a knack for video games, Garrett and Carter are in the studio with more.
Welcome to the Gaming Update. I'm Carter.
And I'm Garrett.
And this week, we decided to catch up on a series that I haven't touched in years, Street Fighter. The latest game for the 360 and PlayStation 3 is Street Fighter 4. It's been at least 5 years since I last played Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo, and I was surprised to find that the newest game retains a lot of what made the old school Street Fighter great. One of the new features is called the Focus Attack, which adds a layer to the combat by letting you down your opponent or block incoming special moves. Also, if you're new to the series or coming back after a long hiatus like me, there's an extremely impressive training mode in the game which trains you to use each character down to their every move. I thought the online mode was pretty slick, and I never had to wait longer than 10 seconds or so to find someone to beat the crap out of me. If you are brave enough to jump online and battle other gamers around the world, you'll find that there's a pretty steep learning curve in the game mechanics. I suggest going through the campaign and training modes first, even though you have to sit through some horrible anime cutscenes.
This one's destined to be a better fighter than dear old Dad.
Sure is. Sure is.
In all, though, it's a tight, fun game with some top-end animation, and really any game that lets you do this is worth playing.
You know, that brings back memories of me and my friends playing Street Fighter 2 after school and all that
Right.
stuff. It's probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time.
Yeah, I would say so too, except back then I was about 10 years old, so I would say I preferred Mortal Kombat for using Reptile to burn people's faces off with acid.
It's brutal. Anyway, this week I'm looking at another one of my favorite games, Metal Gear Solid. This game came out for the original PlayStation in 1998 and had an emphasis on tactical espionage. The player controls Solid Snake, a secret agent infiltrating a terrorist cell's Alaskan base to prevent a nuclear attack against the White House. The terrorists include special agents like
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
Snake teams up with a cast of characters who will help him complete his mission either in person or over radio. These people will give you hints on how to beat bosses or to get in contact with certain people. The focus of the game is on espionage, and that's sneaking around, and avoiding contact with any enemy guards if possible. If you're spotted, the enemies will go into alert and you'll have to face wave after wave of guards. This style of gameplay is very innovative for its time because you can actually go through the game without being seen. This allows a lot of options for players because they can use a multitude of tactics to get around patrolling guards, like distracting them with sounds or using a cardboard box to hide. Along with this, the story is very deep and involved, making references to real events, which immerse the player in the universe of the game. On the downside, the cutscenes at times run very long and are so frequent that you watch more than you play.
That's really nothing, though, compared to how many cutscenes are in Guns of the Patriots.
That's right. It's sort of like a trademark of the series. And while it is pretty awesome that you can call anyone from your team, the radio conversations can be kind of lengthy. Sometimes Snake will ramble on almost an hour over the radio with the Colonel. The outcome of the ending is dependent on the player's actions, though, giving it good replay value while challenging the player to use all their resources to overcome obstacles. This game is a landmark and the foundation for 3 sequels.
All right, and that wraps up this week's gaming update. As always, I'm Carter.
And I'm Garrett. We'll see you back here next week.
Thanks, guys. I hope you're not having too much fun in the studio without us.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, well, even though she's a girl, we're letting Lauren into our half of the show. She's continuing her quest to discover what you like to do in the Twin Cities when it comes to a guy's night out.
And finally, where do you go to cut loose with them?
Well, me and my buddies usually go rock climbing at Upper Limits, actually. It's a climbing gym up right past Bloomington. It's easy to get to. We all have memberships there. It's pretty fun.
Frat house, apartments, parties, foul shots.
We like to have girls' nights and just like hang out at someone's house and just do nails and read magazines and stuff, watch movies.
Well, we're freshmen or sophomores, so we really can't go to bars. So, come here to the quad, go to the dorms, go to friends' apartments.
We're gonna go to Byron and get some groceries. Yeah.
Me too, can I go?
Sure.
Now walk it out. 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 Now west side walk it out. South side walk it out. East side walk it out. North side walk it out. I said do it how you do it. Go and walk it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now walk it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now walk it out.
Thanks for keeping it with TC 24/7. So Chip, it's that part of the show where we break out more of those contact sports.
Well, you know what my favorite contact sport is? Hockey. Guys checking into the board left and right as often as they want, and you can even throw off your gloves and get into a fist fight with another player.
Well, speaking of hockey, I went to the Prairie Thunder game at the Coliseum last Friday to experience this atmosphere firsthand. Here it is. The sounds of roaring fans, flying punches, and sticks clashing create the perfect atmosphere for a guys' night. This is Prairie Thunder hockey at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum, who face off against 5 other teams in the International Hockey League. Now, if you're coming to the Coliseum for a guys' night, it's not just about hockey. There are usually other events to complete the experience. One example is a Prairie Thunder Country Idol contest. And on Saturday, fans voted for the overall winner, who would walk away with 5 hours of recording studio time. Now, if you get hungry at the game, there's always a couple of choices at the concession stand. There's popcorn, cotton candy, and snow cones, just to name a few. Saturday was also Shriner Night at the Coliseum. All Prairie Thunder players sported custom-made Shriner jerseys. With their red fezzes and tin Lizzies, the Shriners performed their routine car maneuvers. There were also clowns popping wheelies to please the crowd. Another highlight of the game was the fights. The excitement of the fans filled the area as players threw their gloves off and began to throw punches. Once one of them hits the ice, it's off to the penalty box. The Prairie Thunder are finishing off their season at the beginning of April, but there are still 5 remaining home games. For TC 24/7, I'm Dan Code.
And that's why I love hockey.
And if you're looking to get involved in a contact sport yourself, TC 24/7 goes in depth on a local fighting class.
From a young age, I was in wrestling. Then I transitioned to judo, and I was in judo all through high school. And in 1993, I was a national champion. Around that same time, that's when UFC started, and the first UFC I saw was a guy that did basically the same thing I did. He was killing people, and he was smaller than everybody, so I started fighting then. Troy was the first owner of AMMA, and Troy was like, hey, I'm gonna open a gym, why don't you come start teaching? So I came, taught at the gym, plus trained. He said, you know what, I want to go out and do other things, and I was thinking, well, I got a lot of fighters here I've been training, I just don't want to shut the place down, because they're not gonna have a place to go, so here we are.
When the previous owners decided to sell, I had approached Leon with the idea to manage the gym.
I want to train, and I want to teach. I don't want to sit at the front counter.
I run everything. I do it all.
Anybody can tell you I never throw my fighters in a fight. Jason, our best fighter, he's 6'2". He trained with me for 9 months before I let him fight. You know, a lot of gyms will be like, oh, you trained a couple times, let's go fight. You know, because they want to put you out, put your name out there. I'm not about that. I want you to win. I'll have the most pride when you are better than me one day.
So no matter what you're into, there's always something to do with the guys in the Twin Cities.
And if you have comments, suggestions, or story ideas, shoot us an email at tc247@ymail.com.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next Friday to fill more of your local entertainment needs. Have a great weekend.
One of my favorite things to do with my girlfriends is going to the movies.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
3.
Dance.
Dang it. Okay, I just don't know how to transition to that.
TC 24/7 goes in depth with more on a local fighting class. Right.
Here it is.